the word thermo plus dynamics. When these both words combine, it forms the word thermodynamics, where the thermo means it is the heat and dynamics means it is change. So here we are going to deal with the study of heat and heat change. So this is a branch of science for heat and its relationship with work and energy. So thermodynamics is a branch of science that deals with heat change and which is related to work and energy. So there are basically three laws in thermodynamics. So now let's begin. So firstly we will see thermodynamics, in which we will see lots of chemical reactions. So let's basically see what does this chemical reaction happens. So a chemical reaction. When we are talking about chemical reaction, we talk about chemical thermodynamics. So in chemical reaction, energy is consumed or released. There are two cases when energy will be consumed in the system or it will be released by the system. Actually, what the system I will teach further. There will be two parts. When energy is energy is released, and second, when it is consumed or we can say observed. When it is consumed, the bonds break. Breaking of bonds. And when we talk about the energy is released, so here basically bonds are formed by chemical reaction. So the difference will be when energy is consumed, bonds will break, and when energy is released, bonds will form. So here we will say forming of bonds. Till now it's clear? Yeah. So now let's go further. Before starting with the chapter, we need to deal with two main words, that is system and surrounding. So now let's see what is the system means. System and surrounding. Before starting, we need to understand these two words, as these two words will be frequently used in the chapter. So now let's see. What a system? A system refers to a part of universe in which we are doing an observation. So it is a part of universe. We can say a part which is being observed, which is under observation. The part which is being under observation is called a system, and the remaining part and the remaining universe is called system. Remaining part is called its surrounding. So I will take an example here. I have taken a bottle, so we are observing it. So this is a system, as I told. A part which is being observed is called a system. So the bottle here is a system, and the remaining part around it is its surrounding. So now there is a small observation that universe is equal to system plus surrounding. This is a formula we can say basically, but this won't be helpful in dealing with the numericals. So now let's see next part. Now we will be dealing with types of system. or we can say types of processes basically. So basically there are three types of system. Let's write a system. As I told what is a system, now you all will be clear that systems are basically of three types: open system, closed system and isolated system. Open, closed and isolated system. Today in the first part we will be dealing with all the three parts, and in the next video we will be going with the first law of thermodynamics and work done by adiabatic process. Let's see what is an open, closed and isolated system. Open system is a system where exchange of energy between matter and surrounding takes place. Exchange happens. That exchange can be of heat also, in the form of matter also. So exchange of energy or heat between system and surrounding. So I will tell you a basic example. Yeah, if you all in the morning we all drink tea or coffee. If you take tea, that cup in which you take a tea or a coffee is called a system, and the remaining part is called a surrounding. So if you observe it, when the coffee or the tea is hot, you can see the vapors coming out. So we can say that the exchange of matter in the form of heat is been done. So that type of system is called an open system. Example is cup of hot coffee or tea or tea. Now let's go to the second type, which is closed system. So basically this is nothing but where exchange of matter doesn't take place, but heat exchange can be done. I will take example also. Exchange of heat but not of matter. Let's take a similar example of cup of tea and coffee only, but let's see what in this case. Example, I like coffee, so I will be taking coffee for this example. So I have taken a cup of coffee and put a lid on it. So the vapors, or we can say the exchange of matter, would not take place. But when you observe that the surrounding will be so hot that if you touch it, you will quickly take your finger back. So here exchange of heat is been taking place in the process, but matter in the form of vapor is not there. So we can take similar example but with a lid on it. With a lid on it. So now let's go to the end of the ending part of the video of the first, that it is the isolated system. Isolated system is what? Can you guys guess? Yeah. Isolated system is where no exchange of heat or matter, nothing can happen. It's called an isolated system. Where no exchange happens. No exchange of heat and matter is called isolated system. It's not that isolated will be for long duration of time. It's not like that. I will say an example. Example of isolated system. Yeah. Everyone uses thermos flask. I am drawing it. Suppose this is a thermos flask. If I pour hot object like tea, coffee or water, what it is. So here it for plenty of duration like 1 or 2 hours it will be hot. But if you check it after 10 to 12 hours, that would be not too hot. So we can say that isolated system are not real, but they will be the objects are under isolation only for a duration of time, not like compulsory. I am telling. This will be hot only for almost 7 to 8 hours. Almost I am saying, not actual value. So after 7 and 8 hours, the object will not be too hot. It will turn into cold. So we cannot say that this is not an isolated system. We can say it that here for 7 to 8 hours no exchange is happening. Hot is hot only, and if you feel cold, it will not be turned into cold. So now next topic is thermodynamic process, which is the last topic of the video, which is, let's see, thermodynamic processes. So I will not be teaching about processes, just I will be naming it, and next video we will be learning about it. So processes are basically of isothermal, isobaric, isochoric and adiabatic. Adiabatic will be new. This three we have learned in states of matter also. Isothermal, isobaric, isochoric, and the last is adiabatic. Adiabatic process. So this is the end. So please subscribe my channel, like, hit the bell icon and follow and comment, and if you like, please support for further videos.